Unreal. Just unreal. Amazon Prime still going strong. What's up, everybody? Today I have decided to take a nice, really long walk out here to the wildlife refuge. And as I mentioned before, I was thinking about going out to, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to look at my camera. But basically it's right out there. I don't know if you can see it out in the distance. That's that train trestle that I did a video on. And unfortunately, the train trestle didn't get damaged, but before you get to the waterway to get to the train trestle, it got burned up. I don't know what happened. That was just a day after I shot the video that I have. So I was thinking about going down there, but a little bit of change of plans because of this whole virus nonsense. I wanted to go check out the place I usually volunteer, which is right there. That's Don Edwards. And I was going to actually just kind of take a detour and go over there. I haven't been there in about 2 or 3 weeks because of this virus nonsense. I don't know if the visitor center or anybody's over there, if they've been, keeping up to date, with the cleaning and the maintenance of the place. So I kind of just decided, I can do that anytime. I mean, anyhow, probably by the time I get out there, it'll be all, all the burn up and all the damage will probably be overgrowth and everything like that. So it probably wouldn't be really too much to see. Maybe another time I'll go out there, but I really am going to take a nice little walk right here around these salt ponds owned by Cargill. I'm just going to head over there and just check out and see if everything's okay. And I think there's a couple other volunteers that are there that I haven't seen, and they had taken off and did some other volunteer work, but they had returned. So I'm going to go ahead and see if they're there. Maybe just say hello from a 6-foot distance, a safe distance, and see if they need any help. And then that way I would just come back, maybe later on next week, and we'll see. But I don't even know. It's owned by the federal government, so I don't know if it's shut down. It probably is, but nonetheless, I came and I took let me just kind of show you. I took a back way from the residential area down some abandoned railroad tracks to get to this point. You can see how I did it in that video with the train trestle. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna forego that for now. It ain't going nowhere. But I'm really more concerned at, just kind of because I all the time I go there and I try to clean up the trails and stuff like that, and make it pleasant for everybody and for the wildlife as well. They don't want to sit there and choke on a piece of plastic or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over there and just kind of check it out. From where I live, I literally took me 2 hours to walk here. I was thinking about taking the bus, but the buses were running. They were running. I've only seen one person in all the buses I've seen traveling past me. So I'm thinking maybe it's not too bad if I enter the back of the bus, and I don't know if they're waiving fees on the bus, so nobody will walk past the bus driver. I don't know. But I am going to take the bus back, and because that was a pretty long walk I took. That took about 2 hours to get to this point from my place. But, it was better than just kind of staying around my apartment. I got my new neighbors. I got 2 neighbors out of all of them that are around me. I got 2 of them. One is I don't know. I call him Ron Jeremy because fortunately, there are, times, not all the time, thank God, but just a couple of times that, they got to let you know that him and his lady are, And I got another guy who just sounds like a mentally deficient frat boy when he has his friends over. So, and the way things are, people are just pretty much, staying home. It's a nightmare. It's very stressful for, everybody, and everybody gets a little restless. And that gets me restless because I have to hear their nonsense. So I figured, come out here. Let's go check this out, make the most of it. I got time on my hands to walk out here, 2 hours all the way out here, and make the most of it. Does look like they closed the front gate in the visitor center. So, yeah, the wildlife refuge is technically closed, but there are plenty of people walking around. I talked to several people already, and they asked a few questions about the place, and I told them the information they needed. But for the most part, a lot of people are just kind of taking the extra walk to come in and still enjoy the place. I don't know what the feeling is with the head honcho as the manager of the place, how he feels about it. But I probably be safe to say they don't really care. People have to get out, and this is a beautiful place, and why not? Uh, I'm kind of walking around surveying, making, trying to see if there's any type of, anything that needs attention. Some people really do kind of go out of their way to damage property and trash up the place. And, I like that. I mean, I don't like the trash. I like tackling the problem. And so, coming out here was not a bad idea. Just across the way right there, that's known as Coyote Hills. That's owned by the East Bay Regional Park District. And I just got the word today that they are shutting down all their entrances to the park. So I don't know how much of an effect that will have. I think that's probably why I'm seeing just an enormous amount of people, more than usual. I mean, some days the visitor center itself would probably, they say probably just, maybe 1 to 3 people will show up. I'd probably would figure if they were to open it up now, they would get swamped with a lot of people, but that's not a good idea. Not now, right? So I'm just going to continue looking around and see if anything needs, I'm going to have to probably come back and deal with it. I don't have the proper, I had totally forgot. I didn't actually think I was going to come here and do any volunteer work. But I'm going to come back and I'm going to come out here by myself, and I'm just going to start picking up trash because there are places that do need it, little areas that do need it. And for whatever reason, the last time I was here, they removed the garbage cans from this boat launch parking area they have, and that is like a hot spot. That part is owned by Cargill. It's not owned by the wildlife refuge, except that once you get into the waterway. But the parking lot in the boat launch area, right there at the edge, kind of going into the ground, you'll see a lot of trash and stuff like that. And if you just kind of ignore it, it'll become a bigger problem and a bigger issue. So, that's one thing we have to sit there and tackle. Asked a couple of those gals if they'd done the full 5-mile trail, because there's a loop that you can do actually around the whole place and do 5 miles. They said no. They wanted to get outside, but they didn't want to stay outside that long. So, and yeah, this is exactly why I came here to check out. And actually, usually this is a place where nobody trashes because it is off the beaten path. But you will find these after, some neglect over time. And that's what you kind of want to, tackle before it becomes a real problem. So I'm just going to put this over here to the side, and next time somebody comes out here, or myself, at least it'll be easier for them to grab it. I don't have any gloves. I don't have those pinchers, those grabber things. They usually do, but I'm assuming since the gate's closed, visitor center's closed, no access for me to get those little tools, tricks of the trade. So yeah, I'll just kind of, I don't know where I could properly place this without making it look like, I guess I could carry it. There is no trash can in here, and that's another thing I've been trying to convey, is there are certain locations where a trash can become really useful. But that's up to the managers and the paid personnel. You know, as volunteers, you know, we're just volunteers. I don't think we can carry too much weight in that department. I'll tell you one thing though, this is really sun damaged and really brittle. See how easy it just kind of comes out. It's been out. It's probably one of those balls that just kind of, I don't know. I doubt it can wash ashore because there is no current in a salt pond. So somebody ignorantly left it here. And I just don't have bags or something. So I have to regretfully place this. Hopefully somebody can, I'll have to place it right here for now. And hopefully, I hate doing it. That's like the total contradiction of why I'm even a volunteer, but I just don't have a way to carry it. So hopefully somebody will drive out here, see this, and say, oh, look at trash. I was walking by and I just came up on this and just laying there. I wouldn't know why construction helmet would be laying there, but the first thing came to my mind was that maybe somebody got laid off and they just decided that they were so angry that they threw their hard hat out the window of their car or vehicle, whatever. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. It's just kind of strange to see a construction helmet just laying there like that. First time I've ever seen one. Usually, you know, construction workers, they keep their helmets, their hats. So I don't know. Well, as you can see, it's a good thing I left because it really did start raining. So good thing I brought the umbrella this time. So that's it. That's it for the video. Halfway home, long walk. Kind of got a good idea of exactly what I need to do when I go out there to do some cleanup this week. I tried to contact my boss at the place, and he, of course, didn't answer the phone. He's probably, they had shut that place down, so I don't expect him to answer. So I'm just going to kind of do it myself. Just whether people know it or not, it's not a big deal. It'll keep me busy, keep me, and usually on the weekdays the people will be, there won't be as many people there even during this time. People don't show up that much during the weekday. Got other things to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Some people, man, sorry about that. So that's it. That's it for this video. Please stay safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands. I don't like using the term social distance. I'm just going to say maintain your buffer zone. You know what I mean? Your space. The social distancing just sounds so, I don't know. It just sounds so cold-blooded, you know what I mean? Because everybody, we all need to be social with each other, you know what I mean? Whether, I mean, I don't know. I like going to restaurants and, you know, I don't mind, you know, people watching and stuff like that. And so hopefully this will be over soon. You know, I've been listening and updating on what's been going on. They're definitely saying, you know, this could go another 7 to 8 weeks, you know, a couple months. And that's what I kind of figured. You know, I was kind of looking at the end of June. But in some spots they are saying that there is a flattening of the curve in certain parts of the country. But it seems that New York is really messed up too. So to all you New Yorkers out there, please God, stay safe. I know, I mean, you're in a congested area, especially Manhattan Island. Holy smokes, I could not imagine living with the Bronx or something like that. Queens. You guys are just packed in there, you know. Just screw. I know you got to get things done. Everybody got to get things done, but especially you guys are really in those neighborhoods where, you know, you're packed together like that. Just stay safe. You know, don't panic shop. Please don't panic shop. And one more thing to all you, please God, I gotta really say this. To all you bikers and joggers, I know you guys are faster than me because I'm walking. Please mind the space, okay? because it's becoming out of hand. I'm going to really delve into that issue because I've had several incidences that I probably should get off my chest, and hopefully somebody can take something from it. But I'm not going to get into it in this video. I'm just going to end it right here. I'm halfway home. I'm going to have me a cheeseburger, watch some TV, and hopefully my new neighbors, they're not bad. They're not bad, but you can tell they're just getting a little too restless. And it affects everybody. You know, if you start doing that, you got to be respectful to your neighbors. You know, because we're all, if you live in apartments, you know, it's cramped. You know, nobody wants to hear your business. You know, I mean, everybody needs to have fun, and you know, but please, just be respectful to each other. All, you know, no matter where you're at, or you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm done babbling. Stay safe. Peace out, guys. Good luck. All right, I don't know. I might get demonetized. Oh wait, I'm not monetized. That's right. But yeah, you know, I mean, everything's closed. I happen to be cutting by the used car lot, and everything's closed. Nobody's here, but they're still playing music. Can you hear that? I don't know. I guess they keep the music going. Umbrella.